And the suicide bombings have had major effects in the southern Turkish city of Adiyaman. Police have accused men there of being members of ISIS and say they were behind the attack. And the government believes these same men are responsible for other bombings in the country. But as Soraya Lennie reports, people in the city say they're now suffering from the bombing's aftermath and the accusations Adiyaman is tied to ISIS.
This is a quiet city. More than 224,000 people live here. And they're known for their ethnic and religious diversity. But Adiyaman is suspected of being home to Turkey's most destructive ISIS cell. Ercan Gonder knows it better than anyone. His young cousin, now under arrest, is a member.
Orhan was indeed a very different boy. He was really social, had good relations with people, cheerful and smart.
He's talking about Orhan Gonder, who the police say was responsible for this. The June bombing of an election rally in Diyarbakir. 4 people were killed and more than 100 wounded. Orhan's family and those of the victims are left with questions and suffering.
At this point, our minds have been ruined. The family feels so bad, and they start asking each other, why did this happen? Blaming each other. We feel for all the people who suffered in the bombing. We feel guilty.
Police say 3 of Orhan's friends later became suicide bombers. They're accused of killing more than 130 people in 2 cities, including Ankara. Their families say they warned the police the boys had joined ISIS, but according to a human rights lawyer, they were ignored.
This negligence of the state encouraged children to join that group, and the failure to act helped convince the children what they were doing was right.
Around 20 of those ISIS members have now disappeared. It's believed a few of them are still here somewhere in the city, but that most of them have gone across the border into Syria.
The Turkish Prime Minister says that's one reason police can't arrest them. Many used to pray at this mosque. Some worshippers say they feel frustrated that the actions of a few may be tarnishing the city's reputation.
For the last few years, there has been a media perception problem. Like every bearded man in Adiyaman is from ISIS, but we don't see ISIS on the streets.
And as the speculation goes on, many people in Turkey are mourning the loss of their children, and others are praying no more will suffer. Soraya Lennie, TRT World, Adiyaman.